Hello, I am Klaus Andersen. Today we're going to take a look at the DAX German index on a 5-minute time frame. We're going to take a look at the trade of the day and just quickly talk about a few other things as well. First off, we had an open bear bar right here. Usually that's a good signal from the open bear trend. Following bar didn't trade lower, so the trade wasn't triggered. Then we got another bull bar, also with a tail above. Still made it a little bit more risky going short below here. Also, this black line is a support line, so conservative traders might want to skip this one. Aggressive traders might want to go short below this bar right here. For a measured move down, perhaps a 100% expansion of the first move. Let's just see where that would have taken us. There, 100% expansion. That would have taken us down to this area right down here. So target would have been met. We had a spike and channel move today. We had a break of the trend line and a retest of selling strength. That didn't make it all the way to the lows. We had a double bottom down here, so that counts as a test of the lows. So a higher low on the retest, that's not uncommon. And then we had a push up pattern, so we had a big down, a big up, and then a big down and a big up. So today is a trading range day. When we had this move down right here, there's a lot of bull bars in here, so could expect a larger pullback. Often we get a pullback to test where the bear channel started. That was up here, went a bit further, but didn't make a new high of the day up here. Well, on to talk about the trade of the day in my opinion. We had the spike down, and then we had a correction, and then we had this bull bar right here, and in the final minute of the bar, I think it was, traded all the way down here to close on the low. So bear momentum into the end of this bar right here. We had a reversal attempt from the bulls down here. You had a bull bar closing near the highs right here, then a bear inside bar, then another bull bar, and then a bear bar. So it's not really strong bull move, this one right here. It's more like a breakout pullback kind of move. Also, you could count this as a low and then a 1, 2, 3 push pattern. Also, you could count this as a low, and then you could count this as a two-legged correction, and it's probably on a lower time frame, a nested second entry short in here somewhere. But anyways, I like that for a short. I go short below this one, target this support down here, potentially this support down here, or as often is the case, the channel makes a measured move of the spike move. So if we just move that down to this high right here, you see it was a perfect target for the trades. If then you would have gotten the most out of this trade if you took your profits off after the measured move. Quickly, you got your scalps of this one, then move your stop to break even. Well, on this bar, you would have moved your stop to break even. Price bounced back and made this small pattern right here. I could see first entry short, second entry short below this bar right here. We had traded sideways for some time right now, but market is always in short, so that's a nice trade. Also on the fact that it went higher first and then went lower. Then we had this one, this bar right here, also went higher first and then went lower. Outside down bar, could add on this one as well, and then on this price action right here, you expect a retest of these lows, perhaps some kind of a bear channel. Initially, at my channel line from this low right here, look at that, fit pretty well with that final move. Perhaps that's where it is. Like it more conservative up here, fit with these lows right here, and the closest down here. When moving your stops down, we had the stop in break even, and the break even wasn't tested. That's a sign that we're going lower. Break even bears are not stopped out. We had a first, second entry long that failed, went lower, and now the break even traders were stopped out. That's not good for the bear side. It means that there are more bulls in the market. Also see the bulls that bought this reversal bar right here. They made money. They made their scalp, perhaps even more. And then we had another push down, a lower high right here. Then we had a double bottom, and bulls that bought there, they got their scalp as well, and were stopped out for a break even. And if bulls bought on this low right here, triple bottom, but there, then their if they bought in here, then their stops weren't met. So potentially that means that we're going up higher. And when you get this large bull move, a 1, 2 push correction right here, and you get the first entry long. I don't know if you got that up here. High 15.8. So that's technically the first entry long. That's the second entry long, but that'll have to be a signal buy. You don't like that. Bear bar closed near the lows, and then you had buyers on the open on this bar right here. Then you traded lower, made a micro double bottom down here, closed near the highs. Smaller bars right here. So not a lot of risk, but not a lot of probability either when the signal bars are this small. You could have gone long right here, and that would have been an excellent trade as well for a second leg up in the correction. Well, what would have kept you from this trade? Well, you could have waited for a low high. You got that down here. Also, it is on this time frame technically a first entry short. Could have waited for the second entry short. That would have come down here, but no, I like the pros more than the cons, and going short right in here for early catching the trend a bit early. That's it for today, and that's it for this week. I am Claus Andersen, and you guys have a nice weekend.